This video is a direct response to a question I got on one of my recent videos. Somebody commenting on they were quite impressed how I'm doing my fitness, how I'm doing my running after having such bad sciatica, almost having surgery on my spine with my sciatica. And they're wondering, I'll read their email. It says, hi mate, good to see you're doing so much after bad sciatica. My sciatica was so bad I couldn't walk, I couldn't sit, I couldn't lie down, I couldn't sleep. I almost got addicted to painkillers. So sciatica is, if these are your spinal bones, in between it you've got your disc, and mine just got squished, the disc squirted out, and where your spinal cord is, the one that has all your nerves, that was getting pressure on it quite hard on the nerve, and that was causing pain. Not actually in my back. Yeah, my back was kind of sore because the muscles were tight, but not actual pain in my back, more just muscle pain in the back. But it would cause nerve pain in the buttock, in the leg, really in the calf and in the foot. So for me, even driving, stretching out my leg to try and put my foot down on the clutch was absolute agony. Even driving was painful. I went to a chiropractor, went to a osteopath, went to a physiotherapist, all those things, and chiropractor gave like immediate relief, a good couple of cracks here and there, but I pretty much came back in pain within about 20 minutes. Went to an osteopath. That was a waste of money. Started giving me, what did he give me? Electro acupuncture. Yeah, so little needles, then a little voltage through them, and I was just like, I'm paying 50 quid for this pish. So it's that I gave that up after 2 sessions. So £100 just spent away. I'm like, am I going to get any benefit from this anytime? He's like, yeah, definitely. Just need another like 15 sessions. It's like, nah, it's not happening, mate. So yeah, it was bad. It was bad when I had the physiotherapy, when I had the thing. So this guy's saying, I've had mine for a year now and I'm really at my wits' ends. I would say my sciatica was about 18 months, about a year and a half. There's not a quick cure to this, even if you are getting physio, and it always, obviously it depends on the type of how bad the damage is. But I do also have a friend who she has given birth to 3 children, but she's had sciatica. And she says she would rather give birth every day than suffer sciatica. So if you want to know how painful childbirth is, have some sciatica. You know, it's nothing compared to that. And she went and got the surgery. She had a big bulge coming out. She got the surgery, and she came out of the surgery going, oh my goodness, I'm healed. It's like, it's a miracle. A month later, either another one had burst or the same one had burst or something going on. I don't quite know the exact details, but she was in complete agony, lying on the floor, in pain, couldn't do anything, had to go get surgery a second time. 2 spinal surgeries in 1 month. She said when she came out the second time, she was still in so much pain. So that's part of the thing about people who offer the surgery. Is like, hey, we can give you surgery on your spine, but there's a 10% chance it does nothing. There's a 10% chance that we might give you an infection and you'll die. There's a 1% chance we might paralyze you. There's a 1% chance you're like, oh my goodness. So she had it a second time and she was still in loads of pain from it, even though they'd taken away the bulge pushing against the nerve. Effectively, the nerve can hold on to pain somehow. I don't know. So effectively, their MRI scans show, look, you shouldn't be having pain down your leg. There's nothing pushing into your spinal cord. But she was still suffering agonizing pain. And there's something about, if it's there too hard for too long, it can cause permanent damage and all that stuff. Anyway, she's fine now, but it took her about 3 years without surgery. Well, I mean, after that, she didn't get like a third surgery, because we can't do surgery. There's nothing to do surgery on. You're just going to have to be in pain. For her, it took about 3 years. She said, yeah, it was about 3 years of just constantly taking painkillers. For me, I was on all the painkillers. Muscle relaxants, neural inhibitors, all the jazz. And there's some serious side effects when you try and come off them as well. I was having these real, like, drive along, happy day. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Oh my God, I need to pull over the car. Oh, falling asleep like that. So, and that was while I was just taking the painkillers. And when I came off the painkillers, I was like shivering and I was just a mess. So beware painkillers. Doctors can't really do anything with your spine. They're just like, oh, you've got a spine, you've got sore back. Here's some sugar pills. In other words, here's some more painkillers. Just take them, because we can't do anything with it. So don't expect doctors to really have much of an answer. But, oh, we can give you painkillers, which cost 20 pence, or we can give you full-blown spinal surgery for tens of thousands of pounds. You're like, just give me some painkillers then. So for me, I went down the kind of physio, the painkiller, the rehab kind of route, because I was just too scared from all the 1% chance of an infection, 1% chance of a paralysis, 1% it will make no difference, 1% that you'll die, 1%. I was like, what? So I said, look, can I maybe just hold off the surgery? Can I just deal with the pain for maybe like another year and just see how it goes from there? Because there are lots of cases where I think all of them, it does heal by itself. It does heal over time. The annoying thing is, it doesn't heal quickly. It's not like, oh, I've broken, like you can literally break your leg and have your legs heal back faster than discs and spines, because your disc is constantly under pressure. Every movement, every sitting, lying down causes pressure on your spine in the wrong way. Lying forward, bending it that way. It's just, your spine's it's like having a broken rope and you're trying to tie it together, but somebody's yanking the two ends of rope and you're just like, I can't do it. So it doesn't heal very quickly whatsoever. What I would say though is that it's almost like a tipping point, I think, in some cases, where you're like, oh, I'm in pain, oh, I can't put my foot down. And it'll be like that for 16 months. And then over a space of like 2 months, you're like, oh, I feel great now. It's kind of gone. Wow. But for me, two things that help. So anyway, you're asking, sorry, she's going on with the question. Could you do another video on how it went? Let me just read this. And what you feel helped it to go. Okay, some things which are quite counterintuitive. One is walking. Walking. Even though it can be very painful. For me, I've got my little pedometer thing, and I got up to, it was like, for me, it's like, oh, I've got up to 400 steps, and then I'd be in the middle of the street going, oh, I can't walk anymore. Oh, I'm just gonna have to like grit down and bear this for like 10 minutes until the pain subsides, and then I'll try and crawl back home. It'd be the same. I'd be walking through a supermarket, and I'm like, I can't actually hold a shopping basket and walk around without limping, and then like I was like holding on to like the milk counter, just kind of going, oh, I'm just gonna put my back into the fridge for a wee while, just cool it down or something. It was horrific. It's such a horrible thing. So yeah, I totally know where you're at. So yeah, one thing, yeah, so pain, so walking, get to the point. Walking will definitely help. Although it's painful, it's something, and also it's a great gauge of, if you've got like a pedometer of some sort, you know, we'll be like, hey, I could do 5 steps today, or I managed to walk up the stairs. But then a week later, you're like, okay, I managed to walk 100 meters, or then 200 meters, 400 meters, and so that's a good gauge for you to do it. Another thing which my physio told me is that if you want to go and really push yourself, take the painkillers before you go. Take a whole pile of painkillers, take the anti-inflammatories, take the muscle relaxants, and go for that walk. Because the benefit you'll get from that walk will far outweigh the detrimental effects from the painkillers that you're taking beforehand. So don't take painkillers just when you get the pain, but do it sometimes before the pain is really, like, it's not like the pain goes away. You're sitting there, you're just going, I'm in pain, and go for a walk. Mega pain! So you're taking the painkillers before you go for the walk to try and make that mega pain just down to super pain. You know, that's like, lots of pain, mega pain. I'll take painkillers just to be at super pain. So take painkillers before you go for a walk if you want to try and do that. And walking, the muscles that you use when you're walking are the best ones to keep active, and they're just the best. Second one, which a lot of people, I suspect, disagree. I stopped doing all the things which they'll tell you to do. If you look up NHS, or if you look up stretches for sciatica, or this and that, like, oh, stretch this way, lie on your back and lean forward and twist that way and stretch this bit and put pressure on you. Just stop doing that. Doing that all the time, I felt it was just irritating, aggravating the nerve at the time, or it was doing something. Maybe it was healing the disc, I don't know, but it felt like it was just aggravating the nerve. There's one thing that I always say, I think it's called the Cobra Position, where you lie on your tummy, put your hands down, and you're pushing your back into a curve. They say that's meant to squeeze your disc and push the goo back into the disc. So it's like, really? Does it? I didn't really feel that helped anymore. I felt that just kind of gave me a sore back muscles. So I just stopped doing that. I stopped doing all stretching. I'm incredibly inflexible. Touching my toes is not possible. So there is sometimes a case of, if they're telling you, do this stretch, bend this way, bend that way. Sometimes actually I would rather be completely inflexible and not in pain than flexible and constantly in pain. So all that stuff, that, especially because I in the UK went to the NHS and they're like, do this stretch. I was just like, yeah, okay, doing them, and then I'm like, I'm now more sore. Why am I doing this? Can I just stop doing this? So I just stopped doing it, and that I feel I didn't suffer for. Like, some stretches are good if you're in immediate pain. If you're like, oh, I need to. For me, I've now switched up stretches for things like foam rolling, or getting one of those like rolling pins and rubbing them up and down your muscles if you want to get some form of myofascial release to loosen up your muscles. But actual stretching, I don't really do anymore, which I kind of need to do because I get a little bit of a knee pain from cycling, and that's because of a tight quad. But that's an easy one to stretch. But that's no anyway. And then, so anyway, this guy says, was it a case that you woke up one morning and it had gone? No, it didn't. It was over about a period of about a month. I was feeling, hey, it was getting to the point where it wasn't sore when I was doing nothing, but absolute fear if I would go for a little jog. I'd get to the point where I could go for a jog, and then I'd be like, I'm screwed for the rest of the week. So I was like, right, I'm not doing exercise. So you got mega unfit. Walking was like, look, if I can, all I need to do is walk and be able to pick up my 2-year-old child at the time. That's all I care about. I don't need to be able to run. I don't need to lift weights and all that kind of stuff. So I just stopped doing any sort of jogging. But then it got to the point where I did a jog. I was like, oh, it's a bit tight. But then I thought, I really like jogging. I like going out for a run. So I did it again, and it would incrementally increase week after week. And I really mean incrementally, as in it'd be like, hey, I could run around my garden in my house. The next day I'd run around to my neighbours and back. The next week could be like, oh, I could run to the end of the street and back. You know, it's minute amounts. But after a while, it got better. So other things, I made a list. Of other things on a receipt. Either way, it's a relief to hear that someone healing, getting back to full fitness and activities without surgery. Yes, it's absolutely possible. There's another thing, which may not help, but may help a lot. There was a few things which I got sent to me, or I watched now, and things where people have been shown who have had sciatica, and the sciatica has gone away, and they're back to fitness, they're running, climbing, rock climbing, and they've had other scans on their spine, and nothing's changed. And I was like, what is that? How? That doesn't make sense. They're like, yeah, people have gone back into full normal mode, no pain down their legs, no limping, no muscle weakness, but yet they still have this bulge, and it's the bulge which is pushing against. It's like we can have bulges in our discs which are pointing in other directions and do nothing, but if it's bulging and it's pushing against your nerve, your sciatic nerve, that causes pain. But there's people that can have that and have no pain. And again, doctors are like, We don't understand how some people can be completely disabled from this and other people can have exactly the same MRI scan and not be affected at all. Like, what's going on here? So, for me, there's a few things which I watched where they're like, pain is in the mind. And I was like, no, it's not. The pain is not in my mind. The pain is right in my leg. This is not helping me. But looking back, it was kind of after I watched those videos, there was an element of that. And there's quite a few things of people with like chronic pain syndrome or whatever it is, where their doctors like scan them, we have no idea why you're in pain, but they're just in constant pain. And it's a mental thing, but not like a mental thing like, oh, you're sad. No, it's like there's something firing inside the brain, which is sending signals up to the brain. There is another thing which there's something like pain neurotransmitter degradation. Trying to remember. If I can find the research on it, I'll find it. But effectively, if you're having somebody poking you, that's sending a signal up to your brain, and your brain, to know that that's a pain, it fires off neurotransmitters in a certain area, and they go fire, pain, and it can do that for a long time. In my case, 18 months. But there is a scope of neural psychology, saying that after a while, the neurotransmitters can get depleted in that certain area. So you can still feel pain other places, like, oh yeah, I've still got a sore leg there, but in that one bunch of nerves that are related to that bit there, or in your spine, can just get depleted of the transmitter which transmit pain signals. Mental. So it's like, so I could still be as damaged as what I was before, but I'm just not getting the signals of pain. So I haven't had an MRI scan. I can't go to the NHS and say, hey, can I get another really expensive MRI scan, which takes months of them reading through and sending to doctors and all that stuff, because I feel fine. So I can't get a scan to see what my spine is like. But when I got my MRI scan the second time my back blew out, they said, no, your spine's exactly the same. And I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean it's exactly the same as I've made it bad in the way that it was before, or it got completely better and that's why I felt good and then it got bad? So I don't know. There's a large aspect of not knowing. So yeah, stop stretching. Painkillers, taking painkillers before you go for a walk. Walking is good for you. It took me about 18 months. The placebo effect, kind of like, hey, wow, maybe I can just forget about the pain. No, you can't. It's really painful. When it wakes you up in the middle of the night and you just have to like gobble down painkillers, high strength painkillers to try and knock you out to fall through the sleep. That's not just like, oh, I need placebos. So there I don't know what it is, but maybe there is some aspect of, after a certain period of time, your brain just gives up giving you the pain signal, and you can just get on with your life again. So don't worry. If you've got sciatica, it can get better. The worst thing to do is nothing. People respond to different procedures in different ways. So in other words, you might find a chiropractor, that's fantastic. You may find a physio that just gives you the right massage with the right amount of heat treatment, with the right amount of wiggling and wobbling, that you feel better, it relaxes your muscles, that gets you a bit more loose and all that stuff. For me, the physio I ended up going to, he did a lot of work on the flexibility within my, I'm going to say my thoracic extension. So in other words, what makes you kind of go like that? So in other words, is all the way from my bum. He was like really like digging into my butt, and I'm like, it's not my butt that's sore, it's in my back. And he's like, no, it's this muscle, we need to work on it. So there was a bit of piriformis at the same time, which is another tightening of a muscle, but he effectively worked the connections that go up to the back, and he barely ever touched my back, and that definitely helps in terms of flexibility, looseness, releasing tenseness in the muscles around that area. So when you are relaxed, you are more relaxed, there's less pressure on the actual disc. But don't think, oh, I'm in so much pain, I'll just take painkillers and sit around and watch TV, because you're literally just sitting around in pain. Walking, best thing for you. There is other stuff which losing weight definitely helps. Again, maybe the painkillers you're on can help you have no appetite, which can be helpful for losing some weight. But also there is also that I'm in pain, I just want to eat chocolate aspect. So it's quite difficult to lose weight if you're in constant pain. It's quite easy to really gain weight and get quite fat. So beware of that if you've got sciatica, because that's pain in your back, which is loaded with your body weight. So if you can lose weight, that definitely helps. And anything that can relax you, so like saunas were good, steam rooms, beauty, things like that, definitely relaxing going on there. But you've been at it for a year. It may be the case of it's going to be about another could be another year. But the more you do, the better it is for you. And there are other aspects like having like a low inflammation diet, because when you've got that bulge on your disc, it is potentially causing inflammation in areas around it. So a diet low in cholesterol, low in inflammatory foods, also just massively slamming in natural antioxidants, natural anti-inflammatory foods. So lots of spices and herbs. Turmeric even. Turmeric, I have in a coffee every morning. It's disgusting, but I think it's good for me. Again, maybe a placebo effect, but turmeric with some black pepper and a cacao button simply has amazing anti-inflammatory effects going on. So that may be something that you want to incorporate into your diet as well. But yeah, maybe like a low fat or low cholesterol, because that's the one that I've seen that's the one that actually clogs up. Because like your spine, here's another thing, your spine doesn't have an active cardiovascular system. No, that's not good. It doesn't have a cardio. So in other words, the nerves and things in your spine don't have blood veins pumping into it. They just kind of seep into it. Who's his name? Mike the vegan. He's done a video on back pain, and there's quite good evidence of like, if you have a high fat diet, mind you, I have a really high fat diet. So yeah, that but like, I just eat peanuts all day. But if you have a high fat diet, I think it's more cholesterol though. It can make it more difficult for your body to release the nutrients into your actual spinal area, because it just absorbs nutrients rather than is fed nutrients. I don't know, there's some science going on there, but check that out as well. But yeah, if you can, walk. If you want to get fit, go for uphill walks, because uphill running will be the next best thing. If you're trying to get your fitness back, just find a hill and just try and do slow jogs up a hill, because that will get your heart rate up the fastest. It's the least impact on your back and all that stuff. Maybe also what I'm doing just now is a bit of Wim Hof method, so cold water therapy. I'm about to go for a cold run just now, so I'm just in a t-shirt and shorts and some Vibram 5 fingers for some barefoot running. Although it's sunny just now, it's lovely. It is only 2 degrees Celsius, and there's aspects of being able to close down all your blood vessels and magic going on. So sorry, Mark, actually that was no, yeah, how to cure your sciatica. Magic, hope that helps. But it does take time, it is a lot of pain. I understand how painful it is for you, and just keep taking the painkillers. Be ready, be prepared for the painkiller withdrawal whenever you come off it. Maybe consult your doctor saying, hey, I think I want to come off the painkillers, just see how bad my spine is even without the painkillers, and get their advice on how, whether you because there's some painkillers like, look, taper them off. Someone was like, yeah, just go cold turkey and just deal with it for, if you got weekend with no family, no kids, and you're on your own, cool, go cold turkey, that's what you need. Other ones were like, oh yeah, just maybe cut it down from 10 a day to 5 a day to 2 a day to 1 a week, kind of stuff. So yeah, just be prepared for that. So best of luck, Mark, and I hope to see your comments in the future saying, thanks for your advice, Dom, my back's all better now, thanks to magic. Thanks everyone, bye bye.